Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Ogre Battle 64! This is LP Showboat Series 99, and today we're starting off in the organization screen so that I can recap what I've done off screen. So, first off, I did a little bit of training. I got some characters leveled. I did Nena's unit, I did May's unit, I did Menzel's unit, I did Troy's new unit, and I leveled Leia's unit. So she took 3 rounds of training to level up. Pretty much everyone else only took 1. Note, I created Troy's unit. I gave him a fighter and an Amazon from other units. I took the fighter out of Menzel's unit. And I realized when I trained Menzel's unit that, oh hey, Albert is level 7, Menzel is 5, and the worm is 5. When doing training, it goes by the character of the highest level will be the opposing team's entire team's level. So when I did it, Albert was 6 and the other guys were 4. So we were fighting a level 6 squad as 2 level 4s and a level 6. We won, obviously, and everyone instantly leveled from it. It was pretty good. But the level difference will decrease with time, though. Just wanted to note that he's actually level 7. I didn't realize how high level that guy was. Higher level than even Magnus. Wow, I need to stop using that guy for a little bit. Also, what else did I do? I made this character a sorceress because she could. After doing the training, it was an Amazon. So now Alexia is a sorceress and can lead a squad if she so desired. Yeah. And I think that's all I ended up doing in here. Oh, I equipped Balder swords on some of the fighters, because I bought some Balder swords. I gave them to the fighters so that they do an extra damage unit. Yeah. Also, if I list my classes, there are more classes available, such as the Knight. I can make Albert into a Knight, although a Knight is high chaos, or high alignment. Knights are high alignment. I don't want him in my low alignment squad. Also, Berserker, I could turn him into a Berserker, or a Beast Hammer, because they are lower alignment units. Beast Hammer would actually improve the worm. Also, I can make him into a Phalanx, and into a Wizard. So, that choices. I actually want him to be the upgraded version of the Ninja. That's my plan for him, is he will be the upgraded version of the Ninja. Let's see. I can make wishes. I won't make wishes. I won't make wishes. I mean, come on. No. Just no. I can make more sorceresses, but the extra ones that I can are already squad leaders. You cannot change the class of a squad leader. And I can make a ton of clerics. Oh gosh, I can make so many clerics. I could do that for this squad, but if I turn this squad's Amazon into a cleric, it will not do that much damage. It just won't be doing so much damage at all. Worms. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to leave because we're actually not going to go to the Zenobian border in this episode. We are going to investigate Milesia, because there's a few things we can do here. First off, we are going to dispatch Troy, and he is going to go home to Allegoria. And Magnus is going to go down into Eidorf. Because there's a scene / information we can gain from Eidorf at this point in time. And also, after taking Troy back home to visit his mother, I will have to spend time in this area because there are neutral encounters with non-human units that I want to enlist. So essentially, while you're walking around, even during missions and after missions like this, just walking around, there'll be a chance that you run into a neutral unit, which is non-human. So it'll be like golems, like the worm that I have, those kind of things. Dragons, you can run into them. They will always be in the center tile. You fight them, and after you do some damage to them, hopefully not kill them, you can interrupt and you can say, attempt to have them join your battalion. And if they join your battalion, that's great. Otherwise, they'll flee. So definitely try to do as much damage as possible before doing that so that they will join you. Unless you're trying to farm for certain items that they may contain, otherwise you will be killing them. So, first off, we're going to enter the stronghold, because there's information to be had. Decades ago, when I was young, the mountains were filled with furious dragons that terrorized us. However, their presence wasn't without benefit. Many dragoons visited to train and to slay the dragons. Our economy flourished. In time, the dragons have become more scarce. The number of dragoons visiting Eidorf also decreased with it. As a result, blacksmiths were forced to cultivate the land, making farm tools and kitchen utensils to make a living. And those who wanted to make weapons left. They're gone. Huh? You want to know where they are? They're rumored to be in Burgundy at Gunther Piedmont and Kynora near Mount Ithaca. Keep this in mind. They can barely eke out an existence. Heating, shaping, hardening. Artists who wish to make true weapons are all that are left. So that's information for the future. No, I don't want to go back in. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Skip, 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 skip. La da da dee 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 da. I want you to travel constantly between strongholds, and you can only queue up moves up to 3 spots. Because what we're going after here are Hawkmen, our first flying units that we can recruit. They appear on highways and plains on the map, so pretty much anywhere that's a highway and plain, they will appear. Okay, Troy is at Elagoria, so he can enter Stronghold and visit his mother now. Yay! Hey, Mom! How are you doing, Troy? I've been worried about you. Jeez, don't treat me like a kid. I'm all grown up and stuff. Really? But I'm still worried. Take this. It's a shield made from a sacred tree. It holds the power of the gods. Your father made it for you. Take good care of it, okay? Make sure you keep it clean and in good working order. Stay healthy and... Cut it out, Mom! And we get given the hollowed shield. This is great. Definitely gonna give it to Troy. Because I have use for him. And while we're here, I'm gonna buy more Boulder Swords! Oh god, no, they're expensive. Power fruits. The expensive. I should be saving money. And he will be traveling in these areas here. This, Barrens. He'll be traveling in the Barrens to try and find the other units that I want to get from here. Well, the Barrens have worms. Barrens have worms. So I don't actually want Barrens. I want Highlands. Yeah, Highlands. That's what I want. So he is going to travel in the Highlands looking for Golems. Yes, Golems! Golems! So, since this process takes an extremely long time, I am going to cut here until I end up coming across one. So I will be right back. Okay, so it turns out I was a little bit mistaken about the mountains having the golems on this map. This map, the mountains have the worms, and the barrens have the golems. So I came across a worm. So let's talk. Was not persuaded. Oh, no. Was ringing. Oh, crap. Okay, so now that the phone finished ringing, yeah, so what I had done was I essentially just brought out everyone and have them walking around, but I was mistaken, so everyone that's currently in the mountains have to go to the Barrens and walk around in the Barrens, which there's not many of the Barrens around here. Now, go to the Barrens and walk around, because I want golems, not worms. And, yeah. And Leia, move into the Barrens. And that will mean that Troy will be going into the Barrens once he wakes up! And then other units I have just walking the highways, so I will be right back when I finally come across the unit that I'm looking for! Yeah. A wild golem! What should we do? Oh boy, that was actually pretty quick after cutting away. I actually ran into a ferry before getting here. Leia's squad ran into a ferry on its way up here right before getting to the bridge, which is also something that will appear on the plains in Mylesia at this point in time. In the forests, I believe, are the whatever the hell they're called, the opposite of the fairies, the gremlins. Yeah, gremlins are in the forests of Mylesia at this point in time. It's the gremlins! Yeah. Boy. Whatever. Golem! Let's try and get it to join our squad, or our battalion. Probably not gonna do enough damage to it. Smash. No, I wanted to interrupt. Okay, Nena's squad will not be able to take down a golem. That will likely have to be him to do the golem, because they have extremely high defense. And it will likely only be my wizard unit. I'm still looking for Hawkmen, because they are flying units, and I would like pretty much a squad of Hawkmen. And eventually it will upgrade into a proper unit. It will be one of two, depending on its alignment. And that one can lead squads, so once I get a unit capable of leading a flying squad, I will have flying squads, because, oh my god, flying squads are awesome! Flying squads are completely and utterly awesome. They will go across rivers. Because they can fly, they can go across rivers. So, yeah. Definitely worth having. And they also, they lose stamina at a set rate no matter what terrain they're going over. Because different units will both travel at different speeds and lose stamina at various speed depending on the terrain type each unit has. And essentially all the characters in a unit have to have that same special terrain type in order to count while on the field. So there are units that are mountain units that will be able to travel over mountains easily, but only when the whole squad has mountain characters. Leia's squad has snow, I believe. It's, yeah, see snow. Alright, so at the bottom right of the character pane, there's next to the flag is a little shoe and then SNW, so snow. And that's forest, so Amazon units are forest. Soldiers are plains, and all Valkyries are snow. So essentially, if I took out these other two units, I could travel in snow just as fast as I travel through plains at the same amount of stamina reduction for traveling over snow as it is plains. However, since there is a forest and a plains, it always will default to plains. So if anyone else is different besides the majority, it will always be plains, and you will always receive a reduction in your stamina. Well, you will lose more stamina when traveling over terrain type that is not plains or highway. I think that sort of made sense. Sort of. Sort of. Barons. Have all my other guys here searching for Hawkmen, and I will be back when I come across a golem. Oh, hello, a wild golem. What should we do? Let's get a couple of, well, let's get Ice Blast used on it, and then talk. Was not persuaded! Was not persuaded! Was not persuaded! No! Damn it. Damn it! I want a golem. Shit. Anyway, I will be back when I suppose I finally capture a golem. Is when I will return and say, hey, I got a golem, and I'll show it to you. So, yeah, and I'll definitely show when I come across a Hawkman, too. So I will be right back! I caught a golem. Oh, about time. Actually, it was Leia's squad that actually got the golem. I was surprised because they do less than 5 damage per hit against the golem. But yeah, he decided that he's going to join us. Golem, Earth Element. Yeah, you can see the damage. Smash 3 times, times 10 damage. Yeah, that's awesome. And it's Mountain Element. So what I want is a second one. Yeah, I want a second one. And then there is a unit that will power these guys up if it's in the squad. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's actually Doll Masters, of all things, that power up golems in their squad. I don't really get how, but Yeah. Anyway, these guys, great to have. Oh my gosh, they do a lot of damage. Really high defense. Always put them up against enemy units that are physical attackers, because they will not be able to even come close to defeating a golem, especially if you've got a cleric in your squad. Oh my god, golems are nearly invincible against physical attackers. So I will be back when I come across a Hawkman. I actually want to get, well, I would like to get another golem, but I would like to get at least 2 or 3 Hawkmen while I am out here. Also, there's the fairy that you can see. Yeah, it's a buffer mainly for your squad. Magic Missile, I think, is a really weak attack, if I'm not completely mistaken. Or a weak debuffing attack, or something like that. I don't really know, but it is a higher alignment unit. Definitely have it in your high alignment squads. If you want to keep improving their alignment higher and higher and higher into the stratosphere. Yeah, I don't like using them, to be honest. I just got it because it was there. You do have a limit to the maximum number of actual, like, units that you can have to put into your squads. So, since we're such a small battalion right now, we don't have to worry about it that much, but later on in the game, we'll have to start getting rid of units, because we'll have so many, to replace them with better stuff, or stuff that we need, like getting rid of excess units that we don't really need, and having better ones. Yeah, so I will see you all when I get to a Hawkman! Okay, let's come across the first Hawkman! So let's see the Hawkman in action. Hello, Hawkman with a hammer. Huh. Cleave, 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 talk. Yes! Join the battalion! I should also note that I did get a second golem, by the way, before getting to the Hawkman. Hawkmen have such a low encounter rate. I've always hated having to get Hawkmen. In fact, I've had runs where I have never run into a Hawkman ever in the entire game, because I've never really looked. You have to be looking for Hawkmen in order to find them. And yes, I did get a second golem. Looks like it has 1 more HP, but 1 less defense. Yeah, less strength too, wow. Vastly different, these two. Although they do the same amount of damage, they have vastly different stats. And, I mean, just look at the difference in strength, oh my god. Jeez. Although this guy has more agility, strangely enough. See, I'd rather take this guy with less agility than this guy with more. I mean, really? Alright, so Hawkman! First flying unit. Well, technically second, because we have a fairy, and fairy was first. But Hawkman, first unit that actually does damage. Yeah, actually does damage. Has a hammer. That's pretty much all I can really say about him. Like, have hammers and such. Yeah. Francisca, strength up. Ooh, I think he'll stay with the Halt Hammer. Probably stay with all of his basic gear. Although there is stuff that'll improve his defense, it'll decrease his mentality. Okay. Except in Ninja Guard. Ninja Guard would be decent. Or, nah. He'll stay the way he is. I'll put him in a squad I use a lot. Same will go for the next one that I find. So I'll be back when I catch another Hawkman. Well, catch in quotations. Obtain another Hawkman. And then we're going to end off this episode. Be right back. Okay, so literally mere seconds later, Leia finds another Hawkman, and I managed to capture it. Looks like this guy is, well, wait. These guys aren't Earth, these guys are... sky elemental. These are all sky elemental. Holy shit, I thought these guys would be earth. But no, this guy's earth. And this guy's water. I am confused. Okay. And yet these guys are sky. Huh. So I will have a squad based around having these two Hawkmen in the front to do the most damage. Hopefully I won't get either of them killed. And hopefully, eventually, they will upgrade, become a better unit. I may want to have more. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say here. Is I may want to have actually more Hawkmen than just 2. Eventually. Not now. Now 2 is okay. But once one of them upgrades, then yeah, I will want more Hawkmen. Otherwise, I have to have a squad with the worm in it. It would be... Airplane! It would be a worm with the upgraded Hawkman, whatever alignment one it ends up being, and one other Hawkman. One Hawkman. So... that's 4. But I still have room for 1 more. Or, no, I don't. No, yeah, I would still have room for 1 more, because it would be like this squad. This squad has room for 1 more, because these guys count as 2, unfortunately. And, you can't have a unit directly next to them. Same with all beasts. Same with golems, too. Like, I can have 2 golems in a squad, plus 1, essentially. Yeah. So anyway, I am going to end things off here, folks. With that, I thank you all for watching. This has been LP Showboat 0099, and next time I'm going to recap about what sort of changes to squad setups I do between now and the next episode, and then we're going to take on the Zenobian border. And after Zenobian border, we're going to actually go after some more units to add to our battalion. That will be young dragons at that point. We could have gotten dragons sooner, I should note. They would have been level 2 dragons, and I wouldn't have necessarily wanted to actually use them up till this point. So with that, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.